Hey there, friends. Today, we're going to delve into the world of the INTJ personality type, also known as the architect. Through an analysis of Jungian cognitive functions, the influence of the family of origin, and an exploration of its strengths and weaknesses, we'll strive to paint a clear picture of this fascinating personality type for you. Let's start with the Jungian cognitive functions, which offer profound insights into the core of the INTJ psyche. The dominant function of the INTJ is NI, or introverted intuition. NI is like an inner compass that navigates the vast landscapes of the unconscious mind. It's the ability to see patterns, connections, and possibilities that are invisible to the naked eye. For instance, an INTJ might look at a complex market situation and immediately envision a long-term strategy. They can foresee the potential outcomes of a new business venture, almost like they have a crystal ball that reveals the future in broad strokes. The auxiliary function is TE, or extraverted thinking. This function allows INTJs to organize and structure the insights gained from NI into practical plans. It's the rational force that turns abstract ideas into tangible results. Imagine an INTJ leading a project. They'll create a detailed project plan, allocate resources efficiently, and set clear goals and timelines. They're the ones who can take a chaotic situation and bring order to it through logical analysis and systematic action. The tertiary function is phi, or introverted feeling. While it's not as prominent as NI and TE, phi still plays an important role. It represents the INTJ's inner value system. INTJs have a deep-seated sense of what's right and wrong, and they're not easily swayed by external opinions. For example, if an INTJ believes in a certain ethical principle, they'll stand firm on it, even if it goes against the majority. They might choose a career path that aligns with their values, rather than following the more popular or lucrative options. The inferior function is SE, or extraverted sensing. This is the least developed function in INTJs. SE is about being present in the moment, noticing the details of the physical world. INTJs often struggle with this aspect. They might be so caught up in their thoughts and long-term plans that they forget to enjoy the simple pleasures of life. For example, they might miss out on a beautiful sunset because they're too busy analyzing data on their computer. Now, let's explore how the family of origin can shape an INTJ. Picture a child growing up in a family where intellectual pursuits are highly valued. Maybe the parents are academics or professionals who encourage deep thinking and problem solving. This child is constantly exposed to challenging ideas and is expected to analyze and understand complex concepts from a young age. As a result, the child starts to develop their NI function early on. They learn to look beyond the surface and find hidden meanings in everything. Perhaps the family environment is also somewhat structured. There are rules and routines, and the child is taught to be organized and efficient. This nurtures the development of TI. The child learns to plan ahead, manage their time well, and approach tasks in a logical way. However, the family might also be somewhat emotionally reserved. There's not a lot of open expression of feelings. This can lead to the development of a strong phi. The child learns to rely on their own internal value system because they don't see much emotional guidance from the outside. They become self-reliant in terms of understanding and processing their emotions. On the other hand, The lack of emphasis on living in the moment and enjoying the physical world in the family can contribute to the underdevelopment of, say, the child might be so focused on intellectual growth that they neglect the sensory experiences around them. Let's move on to the strengths and weaknesses of the INTJ personality. First, one of the most significant strengths is their strategic thinking. Thanks to their N-I-N-T combination, INTJs are excellent at formulating long-term plans. They can see the big picture and work towards achieving their goals step by step. For example, in a corporate setting, they can develop a comprehensive business strategy that takes into account market trends, competition, and future opportunities. Second, INTJs are highly independent. They're not afraid to go against the grain and pursue their own ideas. They trust their own judgment and are self-motivated. This allows them to take risks and innovate in their fields. Many famous inventors and entrepreneurs are INTJs because they have the courage to explore uncharted territories. Third, they have a strong sense of integrity. Their fee function ensures that they stay true to their values. In a world full of compromises, INTJs stand firm on what they believe in. They're reliable and can be counted on to do the right thing, even when it's difficult. However, one of the main weaknesses of INTJs is their tendency to be overly perfectionistic. Because they have such high standards for themselves and others, they can become frustrated when things don't go exactly as planned. This perfectionism can sometimes lead to procrastination, as they might be afraid to start a project unless they're sure they can do it perfectly. To overcome this weakness, INTJs can learn to embrace the concept of good enough. They can set more realistic goals and be more forgiving of mistakes. Instead of waiting for the perfect moment, they can take action and make adjustments along the way. In conclusion, the INTJ is like a master architect of the mind. They build grand castles of ideas in the vast expanse of their imagination, using the bricks of logic and the mortar of values. With their strategic vision, independent spirit, and unwavering integrity, they have the power to shape the world around them. Through understanding their weaknesses and working on self-improvement, INTJs can truly reach their full potential as the architects of the future. So, that's a comprehensive look at the INTJ personality type. I hope this analysis has given you a deeper understanding of what it means to be an INTJ.